Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Gladys Brenda, and you're watching Time with Children. So, from our topic or from our title, we are going to be talking about the 9-letter word sacrifice. Sacrifice is the ability to give something for something else for a particular reason. Now, we can think that I'll come talking about the meaning of the word in Hebrew or in Greek or in Latin. No. I'm coming here to reveal to us the hidden mystery behind the word sacrifice. So actually, how can we try to figure out what this word means? Now, looking at the world and its creation, we can see sacrifice when our God gives his only begotten Son in exchange for our salvation. That is, giving a life for salvation. So you give something for something else. You're exchanging something for something else with a particular reason, and that was because God wanted man to be saved. Okay, now I'll talk about which virtues are linked to sacrifice. Now, when you mean sacrifice, we're talking about the different character or the different fruits or virtues that somebody who is sacrificial will actually possess. For example, you have the virtue of discipline. Somebody that is sacrificial can easily discipline himself. For example, when he sees the desires to sin or to do something evil, sacrifice means you forgo your pleasure at that time for something bigger or for something greater. Now, I'll give a simple example of sacrifice. You can see, for example, a child and, for example, a parent. Let me give you an example. You can see, let me give a plain example. You can see somebody on the road, he has nothing to eat, he's begging for food, and you have something like one bread somewhere in your bag, which is your last food, and he's begging you, but since you see that he needs it more than you see that he needs that bread more than you do, because you know that tomorrow you can easily find bread, but that child might sit on the road there for 1 week without seeing anything, so you choose to give him your bread, and he eats and you stay hungry. You are exchanging your present pleasure to satisfy your need or your hunger for a kid that will have a longer time to find what you actually have. So it's the same kind of image when it comes to sacrifice. Now, I'll talk about sacrifice, for example, in leadership, in entrepreneurship, in the family, and even in marriage. So I'll begin with leadership. Now, the key character that I believe that a leader must have, especially in developing countries, is sacrifice. Because most people think that when I'm somewhere a little bit high, I can easily use my personal greed now to feed myself. It's like the reason why you see in our developing countries, you cannot go, because everybody is trying to feed himself or grow richer with the money that the people are trying to raise to arrange the country. So now, who is a leader when it comes to sacrifice? A leader is somebody that sacrifices his personal greed for the growth of everybody in his leadership. I'll give you an example. A leader is somebody that has more network when it comes to who can do what, that has more openings when it comes to who can provide what to the particular to what he's actually leading. Now, some people will use that particular power to feed themselves, to embezzle, to keep money for themselves. But a good leader is somebody that, using the skills, using the contacts he has or the power he has, he can make way for everybody under his leadership. And now, talking out of experience, when you want to make people happy under leadership, you must have your own personal wants at that time. Because if you want to make people grow, you find yourself actually trying to help this person, help that person, forgetting about yourself even. So a good leader should actually forget about his own personal greed and go towards helping each person in the group. That is the simple reason why, if you know you're greedy, don't go for leadership. Don't be a president, a minister, or I don't know, just keep it aside, because if you are greedy, you'll be a very, very bad and greedy leader. Now, going to entrepreneurship, like how can it really assist or how can it help you in entrepreneurship? Now, sacrifice in entrepreneurship is seen in the fact that every entrepreneur begins with what they call setups, and they'll always with difficulties at the beginning. You will feel like you want to give up or you want to fall. You'll be like, get tired because it's so hard to endure throughout. And if you don't have the spirit of sacrificing, you'll be like, what am I doing this for? So an entrepreneur at his beginning stages needs to have a very high spirit of sacrificing, because if he cannot give up his own personal desire or personal wants at that time, he will easily crash down and he will never go anywhere. Same thing even with his workers. He needs to be able to sacrifice his own personal enrichment or fast enrichment to make his workers feel better at home and loved. Now let's talk about friendship, sacrificing in friendship. Some people will be like, she's my friend, but I cannot go that far for her. I cannot kill myself for that type of person. Now, when it comes to friendship, I don't mean any kind of friend that you have someone on the road is a friend. Me at a party is my friend. A friend is far beyond words. A friend is something that is very deep and divine. It's not everybody that's having friends. Not everybody I can actually call a friend. And in life, you can have like maximum of 3 friends, not only up to 4 friends. Some people have like 14,000 friends alone. Because you're having 50,000 people following you on Facebook, for you have 50,000 friends. No, you have very few friends, and be keen about who you call a friend. Now, in friendship, you should be ready to forgo your own personal desire at times for the person you call your friend. And that is the only way by which it can actually grow. I can't be a friend to somebody that I'm always the one going to be helping you, sacrificing for you, assisting you, but you never feel like you can also do it for me. So it's like, you call friendship, it's really friendship. So be careful when you call somebody a friend and the person can actually sacrifice for you. Now we look at the sacrifice in marriage. Now some people think that marriage is like, I have somebody that we find ourselves together, we'll be enjoying ourselves together, making children, all those kind of things. No, marriage is sort of a work before even enjoyment. Marriage is sacrifice. You see yourself, for example, you are used to wearing nails, you marry a man that wants to see you wearing again nails. You see, actually stop the issues, like stop wearing nails for a guy because actually if I'm married. Or you see somebody that you are first of all used to wearing you a kabas or holy dresses, then he will be like, I want you to be more like sexy, I want you to be more like to dress more hot for me. You see, you're going out of your own ways to please somebody else. So sacrifice is a very important virtue that we must learn how to have. We must learn to have. Now, the ultimate for a Christian sacrifice is that fight between the spirit nature or the spirit and the flesh or the human ones. Human beings, like us humans, we are in a world where we are constantly fighting. A war is always waged between our spirit and our flesh. Your spirit will want to do this. Like, as for example, your spirit wants you to have sort of actions, like have greed, make money, don't do anything about people around you. But your spirit wants to put the Lord first. So that in everything that you do, your spirit and your flesh will never agree. Always be fighting against each other. And in order to fight your flesh, you must sacrifice your fleshy or your human nature. And it means, for example, when the Lord says in verse 17, he says that the spirit and the flesh are always fighting each other, always in constant war. So a Christian should know that sacrifice is important, first of all, in his family, with his parents, in his marriage, with his friends, in leadership, in entrepreneurship, and even in his spiritual realm of fighting with or in his war in this life. Because when it comes to the flesh, man wants to go this way according to his own flesh. But don't forget that the flesh will carry it the wrong way, because when tomorrow you face eternity, you face without the flesh. So be careful with when you always follow your fleshly desires. So try your best to sacrifice it and go forward in looking for Christ. So I think I've spoken about the key things I have to say here. Sacrifice will make you to be more disciplined, will help you to grow spiritually, give you peace of mind, help you to grow others, to be a good mentor, and to be open to others. So I think from this video you have learned a lot about sacrificing for your friends, for your family, and for everybody you need to do it for. So I call upon you today to learn how to sacrifice, to be more helping, to be more encouraging. Forget about yourself too and think of those that are under your leadership, those that are with you in friendship or even your husbands or wives. Thank you for following this video. Like the video, share this video, and stay tuned to my channel.